With the way property values are going, people are asking, where on earth is all this money coming from for these down payments? Well, I'm going to share it with you here. Hey guys, I'm Dan Beer, Beer Home Team at eXp Realty. It's really quite simple if you think about it. It's the biggest challenge is getting into the market, right? So for the first-time homeowner, that's the challenge. But for those of us that are already in the market, think of somebody that bought a $500,000 home, and that home is now $700,000 or $800,000. Well, there's $300,000 of additional equity, plus maybe the $100,000 or $50,000 or so that they might have put down, depending on the loan program, when they got into the home. So now they have a $350,000 or so, possibly $400,000 nugget there for their next down payment, were they to sell their home. So when you take that and transfer it over, all of a sudden that 350, or let's call it 400,000, that's 20% of $2 million. And so that just gives you a very small example of how you could what is happening here in San Diego County with what prices are going through and where people are getting the money. Largely, they're just simply getting it from their prior home. So if you have, and that's an example, by the way, going from 500 all the way to 2 million in terms of purchasing power from a down payment perspective. Granted, they might not actually be able to buy a $2 million property because you also have to be able to make the payments. And the payments, well, that's another story, right? You're going to be judged on income and debt ratios and so on by a lender, which, by the way, if you need a good lender resource, I'm happy to make an introduction because that's a different domain. But I'm just trying to illustrate and answer the question, Dan, I get asked this all the time, Dan, where's all the money coming from? How do people have these down payments for, going from a $500,000 home to a $1 million home? Well, if you take the exact example I just shared with you, that $500,000 home, which is now worth $800,000, and if they have $300,000 or $400,000 for a down payment, and if they were to purchase a $1 million property, well, that's a 40% down payment. And at today's interest rates, more importantly, versus the one that they had then, they might even have the same monthly payment. They literally might have the same monthly payment versus then. So that's a little bit of what's going on in the marketplace. It's of course, every situation is different, but I just thought I'd share with you what I'm being asked consistently out there because maybe you have the same question. And I'm Dan Beer here at the Beer Home Team, eXp Realty, and we're here for one thing, to make real estate easy for you.
Whether you're buying or selling, the answer is clear. Go with Beer, the Beer Home Team.